Hello, we're up on Dartmoor today looking at a Schneider tilt shift lens. It's available for Nikon and Canon. It's 90mm f4.5 and we'll be looking at the full tilt and shift movements looking at the scene behind us. It's unique in the respects that the tilts and shift movements are applied using rotational dials on the lens. So we'll be showing this in more detail later. So here it is, Schneider PCTS Makro-Symmar 4.5 90HM. 90mm tilt shift, available for Nikon and Canon, and I believe Sony. The unique features about this is that the tilts and shifts aren't applied using a locking mechanism by manually moving the camera. We have a dial on the back. If I move the back around a little, you can see the tilts being applied up to 8 degrees here. And if I rotate this dial here, you can see the rise. In this case, the camera is dropping down, so that's front rise being applied through another dial. And these both only work in one direction, which will cause some issues, as we'll see while we're taking the photographs. But for now, I'm going to take some photographs of this scene and we'll see how the camera works. So we're looking at the Schneider tilt shift in the role of doing a stitched panorama using shift side to side. I've simulated just getting it straight out of the bag, so our shift direction is in the wrong plane. So the first thing we're going to do is rotate the camera around to bring it so the shift is horizontal. And obviously our camera is in the wrong direction now, so we can tilt the rest of it. We put some tilt on, and we can see that our tilt is in the wrong direction, so we need to move our whole camera around until the tilt is in the right direction we need. Then we need to move our camera back to vertical. So it uses all these dials and levers to unlock and rotate here and here, and then one for shift and one for tilt. So now we're in a situation where we have our shift working in the right desired direction. So we'll zero it, set up our composition that we've worked out in advance, and I won't go through the whole tilting procedure. I'll just say that I know roughly how much tilt I need from experience, and I'll set myself up with a composition-ish. Okay, so we now go full tilt in one direction. Use our live view wide open. Get ourselves focused, and I've got to say the one nice thing about this lens is it snaps into focus very, very nicely. So we should be in a situation there where we can start taking our panorama. It's okay. As always, try and use mirror lockup. Wait for the wind to die down a bit. Take a frame. Now on most other tilts we would be moving the shift over and then going all the way in the other direction. Sadly we can't do that because it only shifts in one direction. So what we need to do is to turn the whole camera upside down, unlock the lens and rotate it all the way in the other direction. Then we can shift fully in the other direction and take another picture. As you can see, we may have problems here because we won't have things lining up perfectly. Hopefully we'll see what it's like on the computer when I get these files back. Until then.